Hey there, you guys. Happy to have you on my live stream. If you're watching this replay, I'm excited that you're here. My name's Elise, and I'm a top leader in network marketing in the company of Lavelle. Also a success coach, and I am passionate about uplifting and inspiring people and helping them live their life by design, using the gifts that God gave them. So today we're talking about saying yes to new beginnings. This is probably one of those things that really holds people back from living the life that they want to live because they're afraid. And I want to see, as you're hopping on here, go ahead and say hello, where you're joining from, and has fear ever held you back from living your life by design? And if it has, have you overcome it? Or are you looking for some ways to overcome it? Well, that's what we're talking about tonight. So, excited to have you all on. It looks like we've got a lot of viewers here that just hopped over from my fan page. I've been doing daily live stream videos there on my fan page. In fact, today I did two. This is my third video of the day here on Facebook, and it is outstanding. Are you guys enjoying these videos? If you are, click the share button and let's spread the word that we're on live together. We're chatting. We are talking about some tools that you can develop to live your life by design. So one of the books that we've been reading together on my fan page is called Marianne Williamson's A Year in Miracles. Essentially, it is a daily reading that I read out loud, and then I share my reflections on how it relates to my business and how people can apply it to their lives and their business. So it's very interactive and fun. Hey there. Hi, Alyssa. Glad you guys are here. I'm your Wonder Woman. Love it. Thank you. Okay, so let me read you this because I think it's so appropriate, and I didn't want everyone that's on my personal page to miss out on this awesome info because it's super good. Yes, hi, Christine, here I am. Okay, so our very cells respond to the thoughts that we think. With every word silent or spoken, we participate in the body's functioning. We participate in the functioning of the universe itself because it's all connected, right? We're all energy, we're all one. And this means, of course, that with every thought, we can recreate our lives. In saying yes to new beginnings, we begin to bring that life to fruition, okay? So here's the thing. If you've allowed fear to hold you back, but yet you are still called, hey Laura, if you've allowed fear to hold you back, but yet you're still called to put yourself out there. So when you're building a business, you have to put yourself out there, right? You have to reach out to people. You have to follow up. That's part of what you do when you're building a business. So overcoming the fear is going to be a springboard towards your goal. So knowing what it is that you truly desire to see in your life, having a tangible or a vision board, a goal where you can look at it and check in and ask yourself, am I holding myself back because of fear? And where really is this coming from? What is the source of this fear? And then how is it that your thoughts are contributing to recreating that day in and day out? Being honest and real with yourself that you probably are the one that's creating the fear, and it is all false. It is not the truth. So as soon as you can make that recognition that that's your cycle, you can break the cycle. You can wake up, I say. So have any of you ever noticed that you've been able to overcome certain components of fear as you've become aware of it? And what are the triggers for it? For me personally, when I was first starting in the path of building my first company, this is my third currently, I realized that I was very fearful of talking to people. Like I would get so dry-mouthed, my hands would get sweaty, my stomach would hurt, and I would absolutely hold myself back from talking to people because I was afraid of what they might think. So then I decided to do a test, because I'm very business-minded in that sense. And when somebody has an idea and I'm like, that sounds like a good idea, I'll apply it to my business, and then I will try it for 30 days and see what happens. So here's the thing. And that is such a good. Leslie, go ahead and comment. What did you learn from the 10X book? I love that book too. I want to see what you learned from that. Comment below. Okay, so basically, as I realized that I was letting fear hold me back from building my business because I was too afraid to talk to people, well, guess what? I had to balance out which did I prefer. Living, okay, let me think back because it's about 10 years ago. We were living on public assistance when I started my first business, living on public assistance. My husband was in school full time. I was a stay-at-home mom. We had a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old. I had been really sick with my pregnancy and had to quit my teaching job. So literally we had no savings and tons of debt already accumulating because Rob being in school to become a physician assistant. So on public assistance. And so I had to check in with myself, and I remember asking myself, which do I prefer? Overcoming this fear or continuing to live basically under someone else's thumb? Because when you're on public assistance, you're going down to the public assistance office and talking to a caseworker. You've got to give them all your financials. I mean, it's kind of an embarrassing process, I'll be honest. However, I do recall that caseworker telling me, Elise, you are the type of person that this system was designed for. You're going to go on to do great things. That was a pivotal thing for her to say to me. Talk about the power of words, right? Words are seeds. So she planted those seeds within my heart. She gave me this idea of, oh, I'm going to contribute back to this in some big way. And I don't know how, I don't know what it is. So anyway, that's just an aside. But I had to overcome the fear, right, of putting myself out there. But my situation, I didn't want to stay there. So I had to be willing to go through the discomfort anyway. And my goal was greater than the fear. Does that make sense? So mentally, I had to come up with a plan of action. I needed to have that conversation with myself in my own head, right? And be awake about it and be aware of it. Rather than just being like, oh, this is my life, blah, 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 and feel blah about everything, which I probably could have done, and I probably was doing quite a bit, actually, if I'm honest. But yeah, I was willing to put myself out there and do it anyway. So Laura's on here with us, and guess what that company was? We sold linens at in-home parties. Yes, we set up a blissful bed. We had a miniature blow-up bed that we literally came to a hostess's house. She invited all of her friends to learn about the 7 layers of bliss, and we blew up the bed with a little, it was like a little air mattress, and then you make the bed as you explain the value of each of the items. Are you guys hearing me? I need to see your comments so I know you're still there. And if this is a great story, share it out, because this is how far I've come. So thanks for clicking that share button, because my notifications are blowing up. So anyway, this is the funniest story. Okay, so here I would go into these homes, pulling a big duffel bag behind me of all of my display items. I would have my blissful bed, my mattress in there with my little pump. Your kit came with it, right? So the kit came with the duffel bag, the little pump, the miniature-sized mattress that was specially made for this company, and then the miniature-sized bedding that all went on the miniature-sized bed. I'm telling you guys, it was pretty funny. And so then I would share with people what the value was. I would show them the value of the product. And guess what? I was one of the top sellers in the company. But I didn't start out as the top. I started out as just a mom in Montana, living on public assistance, unsure of, totally lacking confidence. Are you guys out there? Is this resonating with you? Do you like this story? I swear, I don't even know if anyone's listening. But here's the thing. I decided to do it anyway. Face the fear and do it anyway. And so that's what I did. I kept going. And I want to know in the comments, so I can see what you guys are thinking of this. Have you ever been in a position where you had to make a decision to either stay in that position or overcome the fear? And if you have, type it in. What was it? What was it? What was that defining moment for you? For me, it was literally thinking, am I going to stay on public assistance, or am I going to get busy and take back the direction of my life? And so that's what I did. I'm thinking that the commenting feature is not working tonight, because my other video, people were chatting the whole time. What's going on out there? At any rate, the fear and those thoughts that you think will create what you desire in the world, right? And so we've got to come to that place where we get quiet enough that we can face the fear. We can think about what it is that we keep telling ourselves that then we keep recreating each day in and day out. Or we put our stake in the ground and we change it. And we rewire with new thoughts and new affirmations. Do you guys have affirmations that you say? If you have an affirmation, type it in the comments. Some of mine are, I am loved. I am smart. I am creative. I am connected. I love to uplift and inspire people. I am joy. I am peace. I am blessed. So type your comments in, your affirmations. I want to see if you come up with some new ones. But my affirmations have been very powerful in rewiring the way that I think. And if you missed the video that I did earlier on my fan page, oh my gosh, you guys got to see it. It's it's the book of Job, and about how what we think, God gives us those instructions in the night. You've got to go watch the video. Of course, I can't remember it exactly because I don't have my notes with me, but it was a very good video. Who saw that video? Any of you? So anyway, I feel like I'm just talking to myself and no one's out there. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, but I want to just encourage you guys that your thoughts become things. You can rewire the way that you think, and it just simply comes down to becoming aware of what has been that you've been thinking that is no longer serving you towards achieving your goals. And then you've got to just write down new affirmations. Generally, the opposite of what you've been saying to yourself will help to change everything. And remember this statistic. This is crazy, crazy. People, especially here in the US, spend 90% of their time rethinking the same thoughts day in and day out, and 75% of those thoughts are negative self-talk. Crazy, crazy. So spend some time thinking. Find that 20-minute video by Earl Nightingale on YouTube. Powerful. I'm just feeling like I'm starting to turn into a ghost. It's kind of gray. The sun is setting. So I don't even know if you will be able to see our view, but I should have been facing this way. That lighting's better. Okay, thanks for joining. Looks like those comments aren't working tonight, but if you have any thoughts you want to share, go ahead and comment below the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Or you can find me on my fan page, Elise Leininger Success Coach. See you there. Bye. There's that. Ooh, look at that. There's that moon. How cool is that? You know what this means. If you don't, I'll tell you tomorrow. Bye-bye.